Hare Krishna. Can anyone be scientific and spiritual? Science, as we know science, is not very old. The man supposedly has gone to the moon in this century. Medical science, nuclear science, all this is in the past 100 years. Prior to that, everything still existed. The sun, moon, stars, the universe was going around and around in the orbit. And the moon went around the earth went around the sun, and the whole solar system moved around. Today we've calculated the distance in miles and meters and nanometers. Because we have calculated it today, doesn't mean it started existing today. We have just knowledge of it now. Cancer has been going on for years. We think we found a cure for it. We have created problems and we are trying to find solutions for them. And we've created problems by our lifestyle. Spirituality has been going on since time immemorial. Krishna's devotees were there 5,000 years ago. Arjun and Kunti were praying, and his mother Kunti were praying to Krishna 5,000 years ago. At that time there was no science. 500 years ago, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, when he appeared, there was no science the way we know it now. Spirituality existed. Because the scientists have gained what they think is some control, it's really not control, it's just having knowledge of the fact. You cannot control the rain. You cannot control the snow. When Krishna decides to send rain or send snow, he does. Science has got absolutely nothing with rain, snow, or the weather, or anything else. Krishna is controlling everything. That is spiritual. When we get a cold, we take a little medicine, we think we are doctors. The same thing was happening 5,000 years ago. They took a jari booty. That was spiritual. They took some herbs and they got treated. That was natural. Now we take medicine which has a bigger side effect. Any allopathic medicine that you consume, that you take, if you read the label, you will not take that medicine. I will guarantee that. My wife reads the labels of all antibiotics, and after she reads it, she says, we don't need to take it. Unless it's a life and death situation, we try not to take antibiotics. Science is something new. It's just a new fad. Yes, it is good in extreme cases. But we have created the problem. 100 years ago, there was no plastics. There was no disease. We have created plastics. And what we have created, we do not know how to dispose it, how to take care of the problems we have created. It's a very simple task. We have created plastics, we have created cardboard, all that is recyclable. But we are not recycling it, we are just packing it up in plastics and throwing it in the garbage, which is accumulating in our beaches. It's a very simple process. Each householder does not have to blame the government for the pollution on the beach. Blame yourself for this so-called science of creating plastics, which in a few short years, I don't think in a few decades, if you go to the beach today, you will see so much plastic that I don't think the beach will last 1 decade. 3 years ago on the beach, I did not see plastic the way it is today. And all we have to do is take the plastic that we are using behind our door. Just hang a few plastic bags and put plastics and paper and plastic bottles separately and glass and take it to the recycler and sell it to him. I have been doing it for years. I hardly have any garbage. I recycle all my garbage. Let us all live a Krishna conscious life by first recycling everything. The recycler looks at me and he says, you're bringing your stuff in the car, and he gives me money every time I go there. If he's giving me 50 rupees, 100 rupees, he is going to sell it and make a profit. So my garbage does not go in the belly of Mother Earth. That is science. Not taking science and saying there's no Krishna, there's no God. I'm the doer of everything. And if I get sick, I take medicine. See, I'm driving the car, which I've purchased with my money, which I have received from my work. That's nonsense. That is foolishness. That is ignorance. Whatever we are getting is our wish, and Krishna allowing that to happen. If somebody does not believe that, please go outside your house or look from the window and try to shake a tree and drop it down. Why shake a tree? Try to drop a branch. You may not even be able to drop a leaf. The way we live our lives. And Krishna can wipe out a whole forest in a minute. A tsunami, he can wash down all the structures that we have made like this. That is Krishna's science. That is spirituality. Use science to our benefit. What we have learned, what we are doing, do to help Mother Earth. You want to serve Krishna? First, recycle. You're serving yourself. You're saving the beaches for your children and grandchildren. Probably for your children. Our grandchildren will not see the beaches the way we throw plastics and use plastics. Each government has tried to ban plastics. They have all failed miserably. That's how the science has failed. And we call it science. Creating stuff that we don't know how to take care of. Krishna created sex to reproduce. Each species reproduces. Humans also reproduce. And what are we doing? We having gay marriages. Of course you'll get AIDS. There's not a doubt. We have to put down signs outside toilets. Wash your hands with soap and water after coming out of the toilet. This is the science. It is common sense that we should do it. But we have to put a sign for that. A Vaishnava, after he goes to the toilet, he doesn't only wash his hands, he takes a bath after he goes to the toilet. That is science, that is spirituality. That has been going on for 500 and 5,000 years. After you crap, you take a bath and come. Now put a sign, wash your hands. And we have hand washes, lotions, because we don't get soap and water. Yes, very soon there will be no water, so we may not be able to use soap. Hare Krishna.